Let's move ahead, viewers, to what is happening as we speak. A huge crackdown, I repeat, a huge crackdown on Khalistani terrorists by the NIA is continuing. We are getting an inside details of all-out action. Over 150 NI officials are part of teams conducting raids. Over a dozen senior officers from NIA are part of the crackdown. Meanwhile, over 150 pro-Khalistani terrorists and gangsters are on the radar, and their operations are happening in USA, in UAE, in Thailand, in Philippines, in Canada is what the NIA is investigating. Remember, the NIA is conducting raids across 6 states in 3 cases in 51 locations. And Republic is getting you all the details, inside details. Now, what we have learned is that 6 people have been detained. I repeat, 6 people have been detained and they will be taken to the Chandigarh office. That's what is the latest coming in right now on Republic TV as the crackdown continues on these Khalistani elements. And all our reporters are on ground getting us top details. 6 Khalistani radicals have been detained so far as it continues, the crackdown continues. Let's go straight to Shravan Sen, who's joining us live. Shravan, now we know that 6 people have been detained, and this is a big crackdown on the Khalistani network in India. Take us through who are these 6 people who have been detained and why this is significant, as we already see a big diplomatic row between India and Canada on Khalistan terror, which has been ongoing for a while now.
Well, in fact, let's just also put out another breaking news now coming in with regards to the financial network of Khalistani groups are now under the scanner. In fact, what we are picking up is that not just the terrorists who are abroad, who are hiding in Canada, US, UK are under the scanner, because it turns out that the sympathizers who have been operating here in India and those who have actually donated to Khalistani groups have also come under the scanner. In fact, as I understand from our sources within the National Investigation Agency, that they have been able to identify certain bank accounts too. So financial trail is the other aspect that is being looked into by the National Investigation Agency at this point in time. A total of about 19 Khalistani operatives that were being looked into by the National Investigation Agency. Most of them, it turns out, are not here in India. Either they are hiding in Pakistan or in Canada or even in the United States of America. But it turns out that their sympathizers, those who have recruited them, are also here in India. And right now, as I'm picking up from our sources within the National Investigation Agency, that those who have been detained are likely to be brought to the National Investigation Agency's office in Chandigarh. Some of them happen to be sympathizers, and some, we are given to understand, have played a key role as far as recruitment is concerned. So it turns out in one of the FIR that has been registered by the National Investigation Agency, they make a specific point that Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was based in Canada, along with Arshdeep Dalla, had actually recruited a few people in Punjab. They were basically involved in the extortion of businessmen in Punjab. In particular, we are being told that it happened in Moga, where a case has already been registered. And the recruitment was done in an elaborate manner, which essentially indicated that there were people here in Punjab who were actively helping Arshdeep Dalla as well as Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Their entire network has now been exposed, is what we are picking up from these raids that are being carried out. A total of 51 locations where these raids are being carried out as we speak, including 6 states. As far as these raids are concerned, this perhaps is one of the biggest crackdown that has been carried out by the National Investigation Agency with regards to the Khalistani network. In fact, Republic TV has been reporting from locations where these raids are being carried out. My colleagues Gursimran, Piyush Ori as well as Sibrat have been tracking this story. We'll try and go across to our reporters right now on the ground, getting us the latest details as the operation is underway. We've also got full details of how the planning was essentially done by the National Investigation Agency, which included the number of officers who've attended the meeting. These officers who have been called from several branches of the National Investigation Agency were called in just about 4 days ago by the headquarters here in the national capital, and thereafter these teams were divided. Then they were sent to states like Rajasthan, in Punjab, Haryana, and also some parts of Delhi NCR region where they've been divided. 2 IPS officers, in fact, are basically executing this entire operation, who are currently based in Chandigarh. On your screens right now, our reporter is getting us the latest details. I'll quickly get a word from Gursimran and Piyush Ori as they are trying to as they're getting us the latest details. In fact, Gursimran has been tracking this story very closely. 3 FIRs that have been registered. What are the latest details that you're picking up, Gursimran?
Srishavan, these are really very important FIRs that have been registered by the National Investigation Agency, and these FIRs pertains to different sets, but these FIRs cannot be they are being probed together. The FIR number 37 and 39 registered in 2022. These 2 FIRs were registered in span of a week's time. First on 20th of August 2022. That links with the Babar Khalsa International along with the other groups including the Indian Sikh Youth Federation, and also this marks a mention of the Khalistan Tiger Force and Khalistan Liberation Front. So this tackles with the Khalistani radicals, those who are operating from outside the Indian soil but are detrimental to the security of India. The second FIR that was registered on 26th of August 2022, it was not a suo motu FIR like the first one was. It was on the case that was registered in the month of August by the Delhi Special Cell that links to the gangster network that is being operated in Punjab and in the other areas of the North India, and is being operated from Canada, Australia, Philippines, Thailand and other countries including the United Kingdom. Yes.
Let me also quickly go across to my colleague Piyush, who's joining us from Chandigarh. Piyush, what's the latest that you're picking up? Earlier in the day, there was a team of the National Investigation Agency who had gone to Patiala, is what we are picking up. What are the latest details? Are they now being brought to the headquarters in Chandigarh?
So, Shavin, what I can tell you is that while I'm speaking to you, I'm right now reporting outside the NIA office over here in Chandigarh, where it is believed that all those people who have been detained by the NIA in today's raids will be brought over here, where they will be grilled and subsequently perhaps may be arrested. Now, as you rightly mentioned, that as per the FIRs that was first, as far as the FIR number 37 and 39 were concerned, these were FIRs that was first there with Delhi Police Special Cell, but taking into consideration of the vast network that was involved in this entire nexus, this FIR was then subsequently shifted to NIA, which has been probing into this matter for now over a year. Having said that, the major gang members today, which the NIA today was trying to investigate, was that of Arshdeep Dalla and Lawrence Bishnoi gang. Now, Arshdeep Dalla is associated with Davinder Bambiha and Lucky Patial gang, which in turn have also got involved in anti-national interest and are also involved in Khalistani sympathizers. Now, further, taking into account that this gang is being also helped by a lot of NGOs, a lot of village heads and a lot of also YouTubers, as what we have been told, today's raid was primarily based on trying to find out the link of how these people are being communicated, how these financial networks are being formed, and also several dubious bank networks that are being formed under these names. So yes, the investigation is being carried on, and we expect that today when they're going to be brought over here, it's going to be what revelations are going to be brought out. Back to in the studio.
Well, thank you very much, Piyush. Let me also bring in my colleague Sibrat, who's reporting from outside the NIA headquarters here in the national capital. Sibrat, this is one of the largest operations being carried out by the NIA. They've cracked the whip on Khalistani groups that are operating here in India. What are the latest details you are picking up in terms of the operation? How many officers are involved?
Well, yes, as we have also rightly pointed out that the NIA has been gearing up in the headquarters only. The teams were constituted and then sent to the nearby states, whether it's Rajasthan, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab. All these states, including actually the 51 primary locations which have been targeted by these special teams which has been constituted by the NIA. Approximately 2 to 4 officers have also been specially supervising the raids that have been conducted at different locations across the states. And when we talk about these cases that have also been registered, the 3 cases we have been giving the details from the morning, and the 3 cases which we are talking about, one of the cases are also linked to the radical activities which the gangsters are taking in control with the banned terror groups, which are the international Khalistani terror outfit and the Babbar Khalsa group and the other several banned terror outfits. And the another case is also looking into the probes of the links which are associated with the killing of the singer Sidhu Moosewala. So all these radical activities and the alleged links of how these gangsters are operating a nexus within the states of Punjab and also other parts of the country while they are being based in Canada, Malaysia, Australia and US is also being probed. And while they will be now produced in some time in Chandigarh, this will also be seen what kind of an action will be unfolded in the hours to come, whether NIA is going to be conducting more searches and whether more will be detained. But this has so far been one of the biggest crackdown by the NIA in respect to busting and cracking down the terror nexus by operating by the Khalistani groups. Back to you, Shravan.
Well, thank you very much, Gursimran, Piyushori and Simran for getting us the latest details of the story that we are tracking very closely, getting all the latest details of one of the largest ever crackdown carried out on these Khalistani groups and sympathizers operating here in India. Slipping into a short break.